Okay, I just got done doing a rant video on faith and the attitude of I can't. This one should have been right after the a hater video. Envy. Okay? Envy is one of the base emotions. It drives us. Ooh, look at that car they have. I wish I had that car. I hate them for having that car. Envy leads to hate. Okay, you envy someone for something they have that you cannot have. That's where I think a lot of the haters come from on YouTube. Okay, I got a lot of comments that said, look, you know, the hater will say, you're horrible, you don't know what you're doing, yet you can't find a thing the hater themselves have done. It's because they have envy, and it leads to hate. Okay? Just looking outside, we're about to have a heck of a rainstorm, and in 5 minutes, I have to leave for work. About 5 or 10 minutes, I have to leave for work, because I have to be at work at 6, and we're stopping to buy some stuff, BB and I. Okay? Anyhow, back to envy. Again, I think envy is where hate comes from. You know, again, people will just see some work someone else has done, and instead of taking the time to figure out how they accomplish that and how they themselves can do it, they just hate. Okay? So envy leads to hate. I think this is going to be a short video because there's not much else to say. Get rid of your envy if you've got it. It's a negative emotion. It's one of the destructive ones. Okay, if I remember right, and don't quote me on this, I'm not a Bible scholar. No, not that much about what's in the Bible. It's one of the 7 deadly sins, and I don't remember all of them, but gluttony, lust, envy, they're in there. And there's a reason for it, because it's a negative, it consumes you, it takes away from your life. So don't envy, okay? Don't hate. Yeah, this one should have been in there with the hate videos. It should be right up after that. Now, this one probably go up really soon. Anyhow, you just need to ditch your envy. Take that negative emotion, turn it to a positive. I do that sometimes, okay? Like the contest, the Big Spring contest. I don't win first place. Never have. Eventually, I hope to. I don't envy the people that beat me. Instead, I look at what they've done, and I take that and fuel that as a challenge. I want to beat that person instead of hate on that person. They beat me fair and square. I gave it my best try. They gave it their best try. Why should I hate them for that? Why should I envy them for that? I shouldn't envy them. I should say, okay, I need to figure out what they're doing and learn how to do it. This is what we need to do with envy. Change it into a desire to be better for ourselves. Okay? This is what you need to do. Quit envying others. It doesn't work at all. Okay? And I'm going to bring a little bit of politics into this. I know I try to keep the channel politics free. But whenever you're listening to a politician, and I'm going to keep it party free. So this works all around the entire world. Whenever you listen to a politician, if they're trying to bring out envy in you, they are not a good politician and they should not be in office. If they're saying, look at that person over there, they have something you don't, we need to take away from that person. They're manipulating you and they're using envy and hate to get you to think the way they want. This is not a good person. I don't care what political party they're in. If they're saying that, don't vote for them. They're wrong. Okay? I've heard that on both parties in the United States. And I'm sure some of you in other countries like Germany, England, I'm just bringing up the main countries people comment from, Australia. I'm sure you guys hear it in those countries as well. There's a lot of politicians that manipulate by using envy and hate. And these guys we need to get rid of. Okay? So I'm going to call this the follow-up on hate. What drives hate? Alright? Don't buy into it. Don't do it. Just go off, take that emotion, and ask yourself, how can I be that person? You see someone with a really nice car? Ask yourself, how did they get there? Doubt they were born with it. Okay? I know I had a BMW Z4, brand new, and I had people constantly running me off the road. And it was envy. Because they were doing hand signs, you know, all sorts of read between the fingers sorts of signs. Okay? As they would run me off the road. I eventually sold that car because I got afraid to drive it. And I let the envy and hate get to me. I was driving that car once every 3 weeks. Okay? Now I've got a car I know other people envy. Well, there's a secret to that car. I didn't buy it new. All right? I paid 60% off retail price because I bought it a couple of years old. All right? You can get really expensive cars that way. The wife's X5. We didn't pay full price for that. You just have to be in the right place at the right time and patient. You don't have to envy. There's a secret to living a apparent wealthy lifestyle with really nice things without spending the money. You know, maybe someday I'll make a video on that. It's how I got half the models in my stash. To be honest with you, I don't pay full price. I rarely pay retail price for things. There's no need to. If you are patient enough. But that's another story. Well, I'm telling you how not to envy me. That's what I'm telling you. You see me driving by in a nice car? Don't envy. Figure out how I did it. And go out and get it yourself. That's what we should do. That's what we should be teaching people. I know I've ranted for a while on the same thing over and over again. I didn't have envy of the glossy paint job. You know, Dr. Cranky can do it. I've seen some others do it. Just beautiful glossy paint jobs. I've seen others say, I finally did it. No one's ever shared their secret on how they did. I've had a few people give me some clues here and there. I figured it out. I will share what I did. I don't know if some of you are going to be able to do it because, well, I don't know if you can see that label right there, but that's how I did it. I cranked the air pressure down to 10 psi and thinned the paint down a little bit. I did make a detailed video on doing this, and the video shows painting every single spoon. It'll be up later when I get the Gremlin videos going. But don't envy. Figure out what they did and tell yourself, I can do it too, and go out and do it. That goes with the previous video on faith and helplessness. Don't learn to be helpless. Take that, turn it around, and tell yourself, I can do this. Okay? You need to have faith. Envy doesn't work. Ditch the envy and get the faith. And try to learn not to be helpless to say, I can't. You know, this whole attitude of I can't. It doesn't do you. If I ever said that, if I said that, I'd be living in a mobile home. Okay? I spent 4 years living in a mobile home. And one day I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And I quit. Now I live in a nice house in a nice neighborhood and drive nice cars. I told myself one day, I can do it. I don't envy them people. I'm going to be them people. And I did what I had to be those people. There's no dead bodies in the trunk. No, none of that. I didn't do anything illegal. It's called hard work. Your models will benefit from the hard work. Your life will benefit from the hard work. Your life does not benefit from envy and hate. It just destroys. All right, that's long enough. I got to go get the BB and get going, or we're not going to get our errands run. And then the mommy won't be happy because some of the errands are for the mommy. So we will talk at all you guys later. I've got 2 weeks off starting Tuesday. I'm going to be up here. I'm going to get that Gremlin done in those 2 weeks. I'm going to get that done in those 2 weeks. That means I'm going to be working on that Millennium Falcon and something else. If you hold on a second. Someone sent me a prize in the Big Spring contest. I'm going to be building this. Okay, I don't have no idea how long this ship is going to take to build. I'll do a full reveal video, an unboxing video, and review when I get to that model. I got to finish a Gremlin in that first. And then when the Mercury's done, the Gremlin's done, we are starting on the Millennium Falcon and the boat. So I'll be back later.